Welcome back, guys. More Doki Doki Blue Skies. Very heartfelt episode last night. And I gotta say, I can't wait to see how the story continues on. I just hope I'm going down the right path here. Because I want to explore both endings, but I hope we get the good ending first. Alright, here we go. Most people typically see January as a pretty dreary month. January Blues, I think it's called. Yeah, thanks. My birthday's in 4 days. With the cold weather, the gray skies, at the end of the Christmas holidays. Yeah, I can see it. Not this January, though. I haven't been able to get Sayori's kiss out of my mind. It's hard to believe she's actually my girlfriend now. And just 4 months ago, we hadn't spoken in years. Joining a club, discovering Sayori's feelings for me, and finding out about her depression. The whole thing has just been so unexpected. Still, there's a few days left of the Christmas break, and I know exactly how I want to spend them. After shooting Sayori a text, I make my way over.
What magical adventures are we going on today, Flam?
I'm glad you asked that, Sayori. Today, we're going to a magical, snowy wonderland. Expect it to be a wild journey filled with snow, snowballs, and festive lights, and this is cool. She looks at me for a moment before bursting out laughing.
Oh, you're silly sometimes.
Hey, it's not like you can come up with good imagery on the spot.
Try me.
Okay, then I will. Let's see if we can come up with Miss Literary Expert. She thinks for a moment.
We're going to go on a bold, daring venture to a place brimming with magical lights, pristine snow, and frozen, icy fractals.
What? I know when I'm beat. Sayori grins with chest out proudly. Oh, I bet you don't even know what half of those words mean. Did Yuri lend you a thesaurus? I expected my jibe to earn a pout from her, but she stands firm.
Don't be jealous that you'll never stack up to the Ice Queen.
Ice Queen? Bold words from someone whose hands get cold super easily. Especially when this person accidentally leaves her gloves at home. That got her.
Meanie. You can never let me win.
I slide up close to her and plant a kiss on her nose. You love it, really. Although the pout tells me otherwise, there's no denying that red blush creeping onto her cheeks. By the way, for your secret Santa, who did you go shopping with?
Natsuki!
That must have been an awkward afternoon.
It wasn't, actually. It's rare that I get to see Natsuki outside the club, so it was a really nice day out together.
Girls' day out, eh?
You could say that. She helped me out a lot when it came to picking a present for you.
Tut, tut. Couldn't even think of a present for me without some outside help.
You're the one who admitted it was hard at the Christmas party. Checkmate.
Since when was your memory that good? No fair.
The Ice Queen never forgets.
She laughs as I roll my eyes. You really like that self-appointed title, don't you? It doesn't even make sense. You hate the cold.
Does it bother you? Should I?
Oh, you... No! No! Don't you dare! Don't you dare do that!
Should I let it go?
Yeah, my sentiments exactly. I can't believe you just did that. She giggles sweetly, playfulness laced in her laugh.
Anyway, she was really stuck on what to get Yuri. There were the obvious choices, like a new pen, a book, or something to do with tea. She was considering getting one of those, but she said she wanted to go for something that wasn't too obvious. She can be really thoughtful when she wants to be.
Yeah, I got that impression. The look on Yuri's face, man, she really wasn't expecting the lily at all. I thought Natsuki would have just got her a horror book and be done with it.
Well, that's the thing. Natsuki said she likes to surprise people. Once you get past her prickly side, she really has a big heart.
Not exactly hard to have a big heart when you're that... Oh, bird. You know, it's not nice to burn people though when they're not around to have a retort. Not exactly hard to have a big heart when you're that small though, is it?
Flam.
It's a joke. It's a joke. Although, please don't tell her I said that.
Only if you buy me chocolate.
You brat. That doesn't sound so...
And maybe some cookies?
Anything else? A back massage? A Ferrari? Perhaps a holiday cruise to the Caribbean as well?
Well, now that you mention it.
You'd be so lucky. What are you gonna have, Sayori? Her eyes whiz over the menu. Given the abundance of cakes, buns, and other sweet foods, I'm not expecting her to reply anytime this decade. Cinnamon buns again?
No, actually. I think I'm gonna try the sponge cake. It looks so soft and delicious.
The genuine excitement on her face is so endearing to see. And to think a girl this adorable is mine. After giving our order to the waiter, I can't help but reach across the table and take her hands in mine. She looks a little surprised initially, but soon rubs my hands with her fingers, smiling shyly. You know, that's something I've always loved about you. How adorable you are.
Huh?
Like me right now. You're getting all flustered, aren't you?
Me? No! Of course not. I'm doing my Pac-Man impression.
It took me a while to realize my feelings for you. Ever since that tickle fight we had back in September, I remember seeing a look in your eyes. We were in a really, well, awkward position, and you looked at me with a look I'd never seen before.
Yeah, I remember that moment. I had no idea how to react. It was the first time we'd spent time together outside of school in a while. I was really happy that day.
Me too. I guess that was the first day my feelings for you began to bloom. And over the months, those feelings grew stronger. You gave me a bit of food once, and your hands brushed against mine. I remember thinking about how soft your hands felt. It took me totally off guard.
Ah, so that's why you zoned out. I was wondering why you looked like you were in a trance.
It wasn't the greatest. I wasn't the greatest at covering my tracks, was I? And you smell really nice too. I let that slip when we were carving puppets.
That doesn't really make any sense. I hadn't showered that day.
I don't know. Maybe it's just your natural scent then. Man, that makes me sound like a real caveman, doesn't it?
At least you're a very handsome caveman.
Now it's my turn to go red. Finding my weak spot, Sayori grins and opens her mouth, no doubt eager to watch me flail for a change. Thankfully, her moment of opportunity is interrupted by the waiter bringing us our food. Another huge smile appears on her face as the cake is put in front of her. It's really not hard to put a smile on her face, is it? Watching her eat, it is a sight to behold. It's almost like she's inhaling it, straight into the bottomless pit that is her stomach.
What's the matter, Flam? Compliments making you turn red? You know, it was really cute seeing how nervous you were when you warmed up my hands. You were stuttering and everything. And Sam tells me it wasn't because of the cold.
Guilty as charged.
My master plan worked.
I should have known it was all a ruse. Then again, I got to hold hands with you, so aren't we both winners?
Don't take my victory away from me, Mimi.
Not taking it away from you, just sharing it. Is that so wrong? I stick my tongue out at her. I'll give you credit, though. The mistletoe plan was pretty flawless. I had absolutely no clue it was coming.
That was so much fun to plan with the girls. Yuri felt bad, but Natsuki and Monica were all for it. You looked absolutely terrified when you saw the mistletoe.
Well, duh. It was nerve-wracking enough when we almost kissed before the others arrived. And I had to do it with 3 other people watching. My plan almost backfired on you, though.
Huh?
Well, it was your first kiss, too, right?
Oh, yeah. Although I had advice from Monica beforehand.
On how to kiss someone?
Yep. I didn't know you were meant to close your eyes.
I stare at her. Even I knew that. I bet Monica had to teach you a lot, didn't she?
I'm not legally obliged to answer that.
I burst out into laughter.
Hey!
Sorry. I'm just trying to picture how that conversation went down. Did you ask Monica how to kiss someone? Or where you're meant to put your hands while you do it?
No, I didn't. I kind of wanted to, though. I had no idea what to do, to be honest, and I was scared that I'd mess it up. You know, it being your first kiss and all. And the more I thought about it, the worse I felt that I put you in a really awkward situation.
It's really okay. I enjoyed the kiss, after all. Plus, it was my first one as well, so I was hardly a pro.
Really?
Really. And you know what they say. Practice makes perfect, right?
Very smooth, Flam.
An hour or so later, we've both wound up in my living room. I'm lying on the sofa with Sayori cuddled up next to me, content as can be.
You know, now that we're actually together, what are we meant to do?
I have no clue. You're my first girlfriend, after all.
Don't get me wrong. It's really nice to cuddle up together. But when you think about what couples do together, what comes to mind?
I have to pause and actually think about this. Yeah, no kidding. There's a lot to dissect here. You know, dates, romance. You know, movies. You know, bonding, sex. Had to really draw that one out. Like go on dates, which I guess we technically just did at the cafe. Sorry, Sayori. I'm really just as clueless as you are.
That's alright. I guess we do all...
Wait, did she say that? No, I said that.
That's alright. I guess we do have all the time in the world to figure it out.
To be honest, I'm perfectly happy just to cuddle up together. Just being with you, no matter what we're doing, makes me happy.
Aww. That's how I feel with you too, actually.
Does that mean I can cancel the romantic getaway to Paris then? She pokes me in the side.
But France is the romantic capital of the world.
How much money have you got to spare, Sayori?
Does that include pocket money I spent years ago?
Yeah, sure.
Maybe negative 200 yen then.
Well, unless the planes are operated by really tired hamsters, I don't think we'll be going to France anytime soon.
I really want a hamster.
Why?
What do you mean why? It's a pet.
What would you call it?
Stuart.
Well, you know, there's a Stuart Little reference now. Why? Because of that movie?
Yep.
You know that Stuart Little was a mouse and not a hamster, right?
What's the difference?
Hamsters... How the hell would you know? Hamsters taste nicer? What the hell?
I bet that actually made me laugh.
Maybe a little bit. I am uncomfortable. It means your humor is like mine, so take that as you will.
That's definitely not a good thing then.
Don't make me push you off the couch.
You wouldn't dare.
Oh? I've had a better idea. I stood up and without hesitating began to tickle her mercilessly. The effect is instant. Sayori immediately begins squirming and laughing uncontrollably.
Oh, not this again! That's so unfair! You didn't even give me a chance!
If I remember correctly, last time it was you who initiated, so here's a taste of your own medicine. She's writhing on the couch, blue eyes shimmering with tears from her involuntary laughter.
Okay. I'm sorry for what I said about your humor. Please stop.
As I'm a merciful soul, I obeyed ever so slightly just to give her a chance to catch her breath. Bad move. What is that face? Okay, but 1 second here, guys. What is this face that she has? This is my thumbnail. That is the face of a psycho. Hold on. I'm sorry that I don't know if I'll use this as the thumbnail picture, but for now I will set that as such. Sayori lunges forward, pinning me beneath her. This bout of unexpected dexterity totally catches me off guard, and with a flump my body sinks into the opposite end of the couch. She wastes no time in dishing out some cold revenge, and my laughter and squirming has replaced hers entirely. Oh, damn, I did not expect be able to do that. She brings her face closer to mine, making sure I can see how smug she is. Which actually gives me an idea. Darting forward, I plant a desperate kiss on her lips. Unlike with our previous kisses, this time my tongue is involved, slowly pressing against her top lip. The effect is immediate. Her hands go from trying to tickle me to slowly linking around the back of my head. As the kiss deepens, she slowly pushes me back down into the couch. Her body falls with mine. After a few seconds, I'm laying down with her body directly on top of mine. My mind is going wild, trying to process exactly what's going on. I only intended for the kiss to distract her, but it ignited some kind of urge in both of us. Her body feels so warm against mine, and with a sudden jolt, I'm very aware of a part of Sayori that bad. Okay. I wanted to just make sure that the censor nudity part was still turned on. And with a sudden jolt, I'm very aware of a part of Sayori, namely 2 parts that are pressed up against my chest. Needless to say, the atmosphere is completely charged. Neither of us know how to react. The silence continues on, with each passing second feeling like hours. We have the house to ourselves, her body is pressed on top of mine, and there's some kind of primal instinct stirring within the both of us. I open my eyes. Sayori? She hastily climbs off me.
Sorry.
Sorry? I didn't mean to...
It's okay. It just kind of happened.
Yeah.
Anyway, I had a lot of fun today, Flam. It's a shame school starts tomorrow, though.
I was hoping you wouldn't remind me. And we'll begin the results of our December exams back. January could go on for two... January could go one of 2 ways.
I'll be fine.
Yep. 1, my birthday, or 2, my mom's birthday. The good and the bad.
What about for your off birthday?
Yeah, that's neutral. Yeah, my mom, she's not looking forward to being 62.
I think.
Only one way to find out. Anyway, it's getting late. Want me to walk you home?
Sure.
So cute. That's so cute. It's my heart.
And here we are, back in class. Man, the holidays really whizzed by in a flash. Seeing Sayori in the mornings really makes a huge difference to how I perceive the school day. Am I a morning person now? Maybe she really is my sunshine. Just like her poem. She's really made me mushy, hasn't she? Wonder what Mom would think. Psst. Morning, Emmy. Good Christmas break?
So, did it work?
Huh?
Sayori, duh. Are you guys together yet?
Going straight in, I see.
Well, are you?
Yeah, we are.
I knew it. Are you
Well, I think that's everyone. As the last student makes their way to their desks, Sakurai puts down the register and stands at the front of the class. Hope everyone had a good break. There's a weak, lukewarm murmur. Aw, come on, guys. You've got it easy. Your exams were before the break. I used to teach at a school that had January exams. At least they had a reason to be so enthusiastic about returning. Anyone got anything cool for Christmas? I got a picture frame. Nothing else.
Yeah, Mom finally came and got me this new pair of running sneakers.
Practical for sure. A friend of mine got me a plant. I'm not sure what it is about me screams flower man, but hey, life's full of surprises. Anyway, given I was supposed to start the lesson 5 minutes ago, let's begin, shall we? Normally I'd eat outside when it comes to lunchtime. Given how cold it's gotten recently, the outdoors doesn't particularly appeal to me right now. A lot of students opt to just eat in their homeroom, especially as the temperatures drop outside. The club room is also a viable choice, and luckily it's always free around lunchtime. Over the Christmas break, we suggested dinner in the club room, and despite Monica saying she couldn't make any promises, the decision was pretty much universally agreed on. With my stomach gurgling, I make my way over. Yuri and Natsuki are already there by the time I arrive. While they're not exactly best friends or anything, their friendship is much less shaky than it was 3 months ago. I can tell that Natsuki's thoughtfulness really touched Yuri. Hey guys.
Romeo himself has arrived.
Natsuki. Afternoon, Flam. Monica's not here yet?
It's not much of a surprise, is it? You know, given how she was like 5 million how she has like 5 million extracurriculars going on.
The door swings open and Sayori walks through, a cheery smile on her face.
Hey! I'm so glad we all decided to eat together for lunchtimes. Looking back, I'm kind of surprised no one suggested it earlier.
Well, it's a new year and a new start. All we need now is... Once again, the door swings open and Monica waves at us, an apologetic smile on her face.
Sorry. I had so much stuff to sort out. My teacher was talking to me about university applications.
That's me crazy.
Already? But your second year of high school isn't even over yet.
Monica sighs and wearily rubs her temples, pulling out her food.
Yeah, I know. It's stressful to say the least. Plus, I'm getting the results of my December exams back soon. Don't worry, Monica. I'm sure you've done just fine. You worked so hard. I'd be inclined to agree. You're a model student, and I know how much effort you put into your studies.
Monica smiles at their efforts, but doesn't look wholly convinced.
Now that we're all here, I should tell you that we don't have a club meeting today. There won't be much point, given none of us have any poems to share. We can hold a session tomorrow, though, if you guys are interested. I know we didn't hold too many last semester, and that's on me. Sorry, I had a lot going on.
Yeah, I'm down for a meeting tomorrow. I'm probably a little rusty, so this will be a good chance to get back into it. I turn to Sayori. We could write one together if you'd like. I'm still not as good as you, so this could be a good way to learn.
Ooh, that could be really fun. Tonight?
Yep.
Well, that's the two lovebirds started. Works for me.
Yuri also nods in agreement.
Well, I'll see you guys tomorrow then.
She finishes writing something down in her planner. I also noticed that she's using the pen Yuri got her for Christmas. Judging by the shy smile on Yuri's face, it's safe to say she's also noticed. Oh, cute. Great friendships right here. Monica suddenly stands up, swiftly packing away her food containers.
Wait, you're leaving so soon? Yeah, I can't really stick around. Need to talk to my parents about the whole university thing. They've been hounding me ever since exam season started. See you guys later.
And just like that, she's gone. Free time is foreign for her, isn't it?
She really has so much going on. I couldn't fathom being in her shoes. The stress would be too much. Oh, those exams you have to take, university. I don't envy you guys in the slightest. Well, we don't take those exams until 3rd year, but I think Monica has started her prep recently.
Yeah, joys of being a first year, Natsuki. Count yourself before you know it. Wonder how long it'll be until Sakurai starts asking me the same thing. The question lingers on my mind as the rest of the lunch break passes by. As the end of the school day arrives, I wander down the corridor towards Sayori's homeroom. Along the way, I spot Yuri leaving her own classroom.
Hello again, Flam.
Yuri looks away nervously, fiddling with a strand of hair.
You don't have to, of course, but...
She stands there, struggling to find the right words. What?
If you like, would you like to walk home together?
Huh? You want to walk home with me?
Sorry, I don't know why I asked.
No, it's not like I didn't want to or anything. I just didn't expect you to ask.
Are you sure? I know you normally walk home with Sayori, and I wouldn't want to intrude upon that or anything.
You're worrying for nothing, Yuri. Why would she mind? The more the merrier. That's cool. I was just on my way to go find her now, so feel free to tag along. Soon after, I spot Sayori in the hallway. She looks curiously at Yuri, trailing behind me. There you are. I give her a daring peck on the lips, causing her to... Ready to walk home? Yuri's going to be joining us this time, if that's okay.
I hope it's no bother.
Surprise flashes across Sayori's beard.
Oh? Sure, that's fine. Although, I can't come with you guys today. Oh? My homeroom teacher wanted to talk to me about some stuff, so you two go ahead. I'll walk with you two tomorrow.
Are you sure? Pretty sure we can wait. Yuri nods in agreement.
It's no bother.
But Sayori shakes her head.
No, there's no telling how long it'll go on for. Plus, I think it might be a long discussion. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay then. See you soon.
Bye, Sayori.
It's slightly strange walking home with Yuri. Nothing against her, of course. It's just I've grown too used to Sayori being there instead. Although Yuri's still fairly shy, I've noticed that she's come out of her shell a little bit, especially since we went Christmas shopping together. Not that I'm complaining or anything, but why did you want to walk home with me today?
Well...
She looks away and sighs.
It's just not so easy.
I don't push it. If my fight with Sayori taught me anything, it's that you can never tell what demons people are internally battling. Given I still know very little about Yuri, it's definitely best to err on the side of caution. I'll err on the side of caution.
The Christmas period has always been very family-oriented, at least for me. For as long as I can remember, my parents used to put a lot of effort into making Christmas memorable. Especially in this country, the focus of Christmas is on spreading happiness. From what I read, Christmas is much more of a festivity concerned with religion in Western countries. But I digress. I haven't spent Christmas with my family in a while.
And if you don't mind me asking, why is that? Yuri looks away, picking out her sleeves. I notice that she tends to do that when she's upset or nervous.
They weren't around this year.
There's a pause. I feel like there's more to her answer, but again, instinct tells me not to push it.
The Christmas period was very lonely, as you could imagine. Going shopping with you, exchanging gifts, playing with all the club members. It truly was the highlight of December. Although it was only temporary, when I got home, I took out the peace lily that Natsuki gave me. It was such a thoughtful gift, but it was also bittersweet. That would have been the type of present that my parents would have got me. So while it was lovely to receive the plant, it was a reminder that my parents weren't the ones to give it to me.
Hey, Yuri. I had no idea you were so lonely. If you told me this earlier, I'd love to spend time with you. I had a lot of fun when we did our... Oh, damn it. Lag. I had a lot of fun when we did our Christmas shopping. You were really good company and gave really useful advice.
Well, you and Sayori are a couple, and the last thing I'd want to do would be to intrude on that.
I wave her concern away. Yuri, Sayori and I both like you. You're our friend. You've seen how Sayori makes it her top priority to ensure her friends are happy. It's not a problem at all.
I'm sorry to bother you with my troubles like this. It's just that I couldn't really talk to the other two girls. Monica is constantly very busy, and Natsuki, well, our friendship has definitely improved since you first saw us argue, but...
Not at the stage where you can be comfortable asking her to hang out?
Yes. I've always been quite solitary by nature, and while I enjoy myself, sometimes it would be nice to spend time with another person, especially one as open-minded and considerate as you. Not that I don't appreciate the other club members. It's just that, well, I haven't really spent a day with any of them where it's just us two. And, well, I think it's rather obvious that social etiquette is an area I excel in.
Hey, well, I'm glad you're comfortable around me and able to tell me about all this, Yuri. I know what it's like to be lonely. Last year, before I reconnected with Sayori and met all of you guys, I was pretty much alone too. But we never really spent time together outside of class. A lot of my free time was spent alone, and then my parents had a divorce, so that made it a lot worse. So yeah, I'd hate for someone else to go through that, especially someone who's this good a friend. I give her a quick hug. Based on the look on her face, it's safe to say that she definitely was not expecting it.
Thank you, Flam. It really means a lot to me.
Nothing to thank me for. It's what friends do. Anyway, what are you up to tonight?
Well, given the semester has only just begun, I'm relatively free as I don't have any homework to complete. I've also started this new book. It's very popular, so you may have heard of it as well. The story revolves around a group of children and their struggle against a supernatural, homicidal entity which uses shape-shifting to exploit its victims' worst fears. He intrudes on people's nightmares, calling them bitches, slicing them with his little finger knives. I think his name is Freddy something.
Oh wow! I know that they didn't reference Nightmare on Elm Street exactly, but it sounds a lot like it. A group of children against a supernatural, homicidal entity that uses shape-shifting to exploit its victims' fears. That's Freddy Krueger in a nutshell. Oh, okay. I was close.
It typically takes the form of a deranged-looking clown.
It. Actually, I have heard of that one. The kids later go on to fight the monster as adults, like 20 years later, right? Yuri's eyes light up. I've always been meaning to get into it.
Well, I actually have a spare copy if you'd be interested in reading it.
Oh? Well, that's a coincidence if I've ever seen one.
Sure thing. I'll let you know how I'm finding it if you'd like.
Oh, that's me saying that. Sure thing. I'll let you know how I'm finding it if you like.
If that's something you'd want to do, that would be lovely.
Oh, this is me.
Okay.
I guess Yuri really was engrossed in our conversation now that we're here. There's a wistful, sad look on her face that she tries to hide by turning away.
Well, I'll see you tomorrow, and thanks for letting me walk with you.
It's nothing, Yuri, and thanks for the book. I knew this would happen. Yuri has always been prone to attention. And I knew it was a mistake to invite her to lunch, because now she's starting to get obsessed with me. Sayori's relationship. I'll get started on this tonight.
I look forward to the first few chapters tomorrow then.
She turns and leaves. As I absentmindedly watch her walk down the street, I can't help but wonder if there's anything more I could do for her. In some ways, her situation is like Sayori's, both girls struggling with an invisible adversary, and I was totally oblivious. In Yuri's solitary nature, I suppose it was easier to see. I wonder if Monika and Natsuki are struggling with anything as well. Given the latter's prickly nature, I don't think she'd ever tell me. And with Monika, seems she's under a lot of pressure from her parents and teachers. This club isn't exactly the epitome of happiness, is it? After an hour or so later, Sayori texted me to let me know she was on her way. Man, her teacher really kept her for a while. Now we've settled down in the living room, pens and paper at the ready.
I can't decide what this poem should be about. I'm sorry.
I'm not actually that bothered about writing a poem. To be honest, I only suggested this so we could spend more time together.
Really?
I maneuver myself so I'm sitting directly behind her, wrapping my arms around her back. She giggles and leans backwards. Uh-huh.
But Flam...
I know. With a sigh, I detach myself and pull out my notepad in front of me, pen in hand. After a while, we're both finished with our poems. Sayori wasn't kidding when she said she does better in creative subjects. Watching her brainstorm and write her poem has proven to be a real eye-opener. Although not quite to the same extent as Yuri, Sayori gets really lost in her own little world. As she wrote, I was struck by how much attention goes into her work. For instance, she deliberately avoids cliches and has an interestingly varied rhyme scheme. Her language is emotive and effective, enabling the reader to vividly picture what she's talking about. It's easy to immerse yourself into the world she creates, and the best part was seeing the look on her face as she wrote. My poem obviously can't hold a candle to hers, but it was at least much more enjoyable to write my poem with her next to me. Sayori? What did your homeroom teacher want to talk to you about?
Oh, that. Well, I haven't been handling homework. I haven't been handing homework in on time. I've just been, well... It's impossible to find the motivation to work on it sometimes.
Have you thought about telling them about, well, your depression? They'd be a bit more lenient if they knew what was going on. From their perspective, they probably just think you're being lazy.
Maybe. That would be a lot of hassle.
As she talks, I reach over to my bag and pull out the book Yuri lent me.
Ooh, what's that? It looks scary.
Oh yeah, it's a book Yuri lent me while we were walking home. She just got into this book herself and happened to have a spare copy. Just as I told her I always wanted to read this book as well. What a coincidence, eh? There was silence for a few seconds. Did I say something wrong? Sayori?
Oh, sorry. I was just, looking at the front cover.
Pretty creepy, huh? Another awkward silence.
Flam? Why did Yuri want to walk home with you?
Huh? Why does she look angry all of a sudden? Oh, that? I'm not sure if I should tell Sayori about Yuri feeling really lonely. As good as our friendship is, Yuri's confession was rather personal. I can't tell you.
Why not?
Well, it's personal.
Okay.
Yuri just, well, going through some difficult times at the moment. And we're friends, so I guess that's why she wanted to talk to me.
And you like spending time with her, don't you?
I mean, yeah, isn't that normal between friends?
Yeah, of course it is. I'm glad you two get along so well. You two also went Christmas shopping together, right?
Yep, she's actually really good with suggestions. But she did take ages in the stationery shop. You'd think I'd be used to that, given how long you spent at any shops that have candy. I playfully nudge her, but she barely responds. You okay? You seem a little tense.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm just thinking about all the homework I need to catch up on. I should probably get going, actually.
Ah, really? She stands up and heads to the door.
You could always ask Yuri to come over. She's better company than I am, anyway.
Huh? She closes the door and I'm left there wondering what that was all about. Did I say something to upset her? Or perhaps she had a fight with Yuri? I mean, that explained why she seemed angry at the mention of Yuri's name. I'm too tired to think this one over. I'll ask her about it tomorrow. Ever the dense moron.
Love you.
I love you. Feeling refreshed after a decent night's sleep, I'm patiently waiting for Sayori. The winter chill really has no mercy, especially this early in the morning. Thankfully, Sayori isn't practically late, and before we know it, we're on our way to school.
Hey, Flam.
Yes, Lady Sayori? How can I be of service on this fine winter morning?
I was curious. Who's your favorite club member?
Not including you? I don't really have any, to be honest. None of them are as awesome as you.
Come on, you gotta like one of them more than the others.
I narrow my eyebrows. Where's this question come from? Why the sudden interest?
I just wanted to know how well you're getting along with the others.
Definitely not Natsuki for obvious reasons. I never get the feeling that she likes me, plus it's always really awkward when it's just the two of us. I spoke to her alone once last semester and it was a painful experience.
What about Monica?
Compared to Natsuki, we definitely get along a lot better. She looked super appreciative when I told her how much I liked the club just before we performed. But to be honest, she's always been a little intimidating. I nervously scratched the back of my head. You know, being the perfect student and all, maybe I'm imagining it, but sometimes I get the impression that she might look down on me. Don't get me wrong, I definitely appreciate hard work for the club and all. Much like Natsuki, we never really spent time together, so I wouldn't really say she's my favorite either.
So, what about Yuri?
Unless I'm mistaken, Sayori is trying really hard to appear nonchalant. It isn't working particularly well. Well, yeah, I'd probably say her. I mean, I got a little better over the last semester, and she went from someone who could barely maintain eye contact with me to someone who agreed to go shopping with me when it was just us. I've enjoyed seeing her come out of her shell to allow me to see the real her, I guess.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Sayori, is everything okay? I noticed that you felt kind of abruptly last night after we talked about Yuri. Did you guys have an argument or something? I really can't imagine those two having a fallout. Of all people, it's extremely rare for Sayori to get angry, along with the fact that their personalities don't clash at all. So what could it be?
Oh, of course not, silly. I was just a bit surprised at how friendly she's been with you recently, that's all. Given how shy she is, I'm just curious to, I'm just a bit surprised, that's all.
Right. School is looming in sight, so unfortunately our conversation will have to end here. So, as you can all tell, the 1930s were very important for European history. Countries all across the continent were experiencing significant changes, both politically and socially. Now, I made it my New Year's resolution to end my lessons before the bell rings, so we'll call it there. Oh, by the way, could I have a word, Flam? I swear to God, those must be the scariest words you could ever hear. Well, along with, I'm pregnant, we have to talk, or it's not you, it's me. Hopefully things I won't hear from Sayori. Especially that second one, Eep. I approach the front desk, awkwardly hovering by the side. I need to give you the results of your exam, so here they are. Oh, I must say, you did extraordinarily well. Okay, add, I need to give you the results of your exam to that list. He pulls out a piece of paper and lowers his voice, as some students are eating nearby. You don't have to look like you've seen a ghost. My mind wanders back to last October. Funny he should mention ghosts. For the most part, you've done well. Your grades in history, Japanese, and English especially were satisfactory. Looks like being in that literature club has really helped, huh? How did you know about that? Flam, please. I'm a wise old owl. Aren't you one of the youngest teachers in the school? He sighs dramatically. You can never let me have my fun, can you? Although, your grades in other subjects could be a little better, namely math and physics. It's not a cause for concern, but I know you can do better. Yeah, about that. Truth be told, last semester was kind of hectic. Relationship stuff. Ah, Sayori. How did you know? His eyes twinkle with a knowing smile. Anyway, you're a bright student. Well, when you want to be. So, breathe a sigh of relief. I'd recommend paying attention to that technical stuff from math and physics especially. And be afraid to ask for help when it's needed. Not everyone can excel at everything, but I've faith in your ability to bring your grades up. Thanks, sir. The past few months weren't easy. Relationships are tricky. So I'm glad I was able to keep up academically, at least. He pauses to study me, offering a shrewd smile. Of course. Just be careful not to make Sayori jealous. From what I've seen, the literature club is full of girls. He chuckles to himself. Now I've got to go to a meeting that I have to pretend to be interested in. Oh, how dastardly! The pigs! There really is no rest for the wicked. With a nod, he turns to leave. As I turn to follow him, my brain keeps replaying his words over to me. Just be careful not to make Sayori jealous.
Too late for that.
Fumbling for my phone, I notice it's a text from Monica, sent to all the club members in a group chat.
Hey guys, just been told that the club room is being used after school today. It's for a supervision session for people to talk to their teachers about their exam grades. Plus something super important has popped up, which means I can't make it. I'll do my best to rearrange it. Sorry guys.
I mechanically shoot her a reply while on autopilot. My brain is whirling at 1,000,000 miles an hour as I finally realize something I should have seen coming. Before I can say anything, Sayori starts the conversation.
So, my teacher gave me my exam results back.
Oh?
Yeah, I can't really complain, I guess. I did much better than I thought I would for biology, but physics was a bit of a nightmare. Math wasn't great either. But on the whole, I think I've done okay.
Sayori, are you jealous of Yuri? The abruptness of my question, along with the clash of conversation topic, takes her by surprise. For a moment, there's a silence. A silence which grows heavier as I realize how tactless I was with my approach.
What makes you think that?
You're my girlfriend, and I've known you for years.
What would I have to be jealous of?
She's trying to sound confident in her answer, but the wavering in her voice gives her away. I don't know, that we spent time together, the Christmas shopping, and her walking home with me yesterday. Sayori turns away so I can't read the expression on her face. When she replies, she's talking to the ground.
Sorry, Flam. It's just, you seem so happy with her, and...
We're just friends, Sayori. I would have thought you could see that. Don't you trust me? Or the answer?
I don't trust you. It's just that I'm trying to believe that I'm worth your time, and that I hear about how she's your favorite member of the club, and you really enjoyed seeing her come out of her shell.
So that's why she was asking me. It all makes sense now. First the depression, and now the jealousy.
And when I asked why Yuri wanted to walk home with you, you said you couldn't tell me
No. I mentally smacked myself. Looking back, of course that answer must have sounded suspicious.
I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to sound like I doubted you or anything.
Sayori and I settled into my house. Once we're comfortable, I continue to press her. No, Sayori. It's not your fault. I didn't really see it from your perspective at all. Please believe me when I say that you're the only one I want. Yuri is a great friend, but that's it. The feelings I've felt for her have always been platonic. I wrap her into a hug and she sighs. As I stroke her, she clings to me, hiding her face in the folds of my blazer. I'm the one who should be apologizing. I'm totally new to relationships, so I really don't have a clue what I'm doing.
It's okay. It's okay. I didn't think you were doing it to hurt me or anything.
Okay, good. Because I'd never do anything to hurt you. I've been such an idiot. Yuri has just been feeling really lonely recently. I briefly filled Sayori in on what Yuri told me yesterday. I'm not entirely sure if I should be telling her this, but at this point in time, I'm much more concerned with complete clarity between Sayori and I.
Oh, so that's why. It makes a lot of sense thinking about it. Although I can't help but think...
She looks down at the ground again, nervously biting her lip.
I can't help but feel that Yuri likes you, Flam.
Yeah? Really?
You can be really dense sometimes.
There's a sad playfulness to her tone.
Yes, really. She's trying to spend more time with you. She really appreciates your company. It's subtle, but I can tell by the way she looks at you. I think she gets attached really quickly.
But she said she knew we were together and didn't want to intrude on that or anything. Sayori?
Maybe I was right then.
About what?
About me just dragging you down. What can I even give you that Yuri can't? You said it yourself. She's lonely, and if she was with you, then she'd be happy. She's smart, she's really pretty, she's really elegant. And what am I? I'm just an airhead. I can't even find the time to get ready in the morning. I'm just a dead weight to you.
You're so much more than that, Sayori. You're a paperweight.
I know.
Bad Flam. Bad Flam. Bad Flam. Yeah, I'm glad that these are fictional characters. Because I'm able to make jokes like that. Even if Yuri was the most desirable girl on the planet, I wouldn't give a damn because you're the only person I want. You know something? When I was walking with Yuri yesterday, I couldn't help but wish that it was you I was with. It was only the one time we didn't walk together, but one time is all I needed to realize how much I enjoy walking home with you. So what if you can't find the time to get ready in the morning? You're still beautiful, even when you don't try.
Ah, Flam. You're just saying that, though.
I swear on my life that I'm being 100% genuine. These are the things I've always wanted to say to you, but I've never really known how. And that's not all. I wake up every day, and I feel so damn lucky knowing that you're my girlfriend. You've always been there for me when I needed it most. I don't think I've ever told you how happy you make me. I pull her in close for a kiss. She clings to me, and I can sense the urgency in her touch. In her to touch. It's impossible to describe how it feels to hold her in this moment of vulnerability. I don't really care about how elegant Yuri is. If I'm being honest, that's her. Who she is. I much prefer your quirkiness and how silly we can be together. We have that link that no other girl in the world can say they have.
We really do have that history together, don't we?
A history that I'd never trade for anything.
Flam?
Mm-hmm.
Please don't leave me. I know I'm being selfish for asking that.
You're not.
It's still so confusing. But when I'm with you, I feel warm inside. And I think that, well, just for a moment, that maybe everything will be okay.
I can't really understand why you care so much.
I can't really understand why you care so much about me. But I'll trust you.
I'm glad, Sayori. I really am. But if I'm being honest, she looks up at me. We can't do this alone. I think we should look into getting you some therapy. She looks away. I'll obviously always be here for you, but I'm just a normal teenage guy. There's only so much I can do.
I don't know.
Why not?
It's just a really scary thought. I don't want to go through all that false hope again.
Again?
I've tried therapy and antidepressants before, Flam. Back when I was first diagnosed with depression. It would work. They told me that I would feel okay again. But that never happened. I was much younger back then, and everything was a million times scarier and more confusing. All those tests, all the questions, the drugs. I didn't know what was wrong with me. The whole thing was terrifying.
Well, I have to be a medical professional right now. Well, Sayori, I had no idea.
I wouldn't have expected you to have known.
Would you believe me if I said things would be different this time around?
And how would you know that?
I wouldn't, at least for sure. But if we leave this unchecked, how would things ever change? I know it must be really hard for you. Believe me, I can only imagine what you're going through. And I totally get why you'd be reluctant to try it again. But I promise you that this time, I'll be here. You wouldn't have to go through all of it alone. I squeeze your hand.
How?
We'll get through it together, remember?
But what if it doesn't work again?
We'll find another doctor or another therapist until it does then.
It's not going to be that easy, though.
I know. But I'm never going to give up on you, so I don't care how long it takes. You're so selfless and how much you care for other people's happiness, but I want you to be happy.
Do I really deserve that, though?
If other people deserve happiness, why don't you, Sayori? Just ask yourself that. Please? For me?
Okay, for you.
It feels like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. Finally, I feel like I'm not alone in trying to help Sayori anymore. Oh, it must have been a really difficult thing to agree on. To agree to. I'm really proud of you. You're much braver than you realize. Although, I haven't been too pushy or anything, have I? I want to encourage you, not force you.
It's something that I would have tried sooner or later, I guess. Well, there's always a chance that therapy might fail again. It's also the only way I could potentially get better.
See? That's the spirit. She doesn't look wholly convinced, but smiles anyway.
I'll do it for you, Flam. I'm not going to hold my breath, but if it makes you...
That's all I can ask for right now. It means a lot to me that you'd be willing to try again.
Well, let's hope this time it works out a little better. Anyway, I'll talk to my doctor tomorrow.
Sounds like a plan. Oh, no, why can't I save? Why can't I save? No! Damn you, blue skies. Why are you giving me these options here?
Unless you're gonna keep playing.
Right?
Forever.
I have to pick one of these two. Offer to join her at therapy, or this is something that she has to face herself.
That's a toughie. You did tell her that you'd be there for her.
I know, but at the same time, she also doesn't want to feel like people are wasting time on her. Okay. I'm gonna play the odds here. I hope I'm doing the right thing here. Offer to join her at therapy. Oh, God. Okay, I need to do this just to be on the safe side, guys. I need to do this. I'm going to save it right here. I'm going to backtrack as far as close back as I can. Okay. There's that. Okay, I'm going to skip. Going to go back to that decision, select the other option, and make another save file, just in case the paths lead to different endings there. Alright, so this is something that she has to face herself. Alright, now I'm going to make the other save file here. But I'm going to go back to the first option that I made. Alright. Oh, and Sayori? I can come with you to your therapy sessions if you want.
Are you sure? Would they let you?
I think so. I mean, if you tell them you're okay with that, I don't see why not. Just keep me updated, okay? I wouldn't want to miss your first session.
Okay then. And thank you. It's kind of daunting to start, so having you around should hopefully make it much easier.
I'm just glad I can help. Alright, guys. That's where this one's gonna end off for now. Wow. Quite the adventure. Quite the adventure. I don't know where exactly it's gonna go from here. All I know is that something's gonna go down really soon. I'm really regretting inviting Yuri to lunch. I really am. I should have known. I should have known that it would lead to this. Again. It happened in the original game, it happened in Exit Music, and now it's happening here. Why did I... I'm really as much of an idiot as this guy is. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment down below what you're thinking of the series so far, or other mods you want.